That's a present. A present comes in Christmas.
Presents come in Christmas.
Presents come in.
Come at Christmas.
How do you say?
Threes, but presents come in Christmas trees.
Bad things come in threes, but presents come at Christmas and your birthday. Christmas Eve.
I'm trying to do a rhyme.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think it needs to rhyme.
I think it needs to rhyme.
Why?
That's a poem. That's a poem if your birthday is on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
You know, you got to feel bad for those kids.
I feel good for them because they get presents the next day.
No, you got to feel bad for them.
No, they only get
they only get one.
Born on Christmas.
My aunt was born on Christmas.
I don't think I've ever known anybody who was born on Christmas. I think that's
Christ.
probably. I think that most people, if their child is due to be born on Christmas, they get a C-section beforehand.
I don't what?
Oh, a Christmas section.
That's Christmas section, yeah. I feel like that's. I honestly, I mean, I'm not a woman and I've never had surgery done. I feel like that's worth it.
Yeah,
right?
But then you can be I mean, I think that's one of those things where as a kid it sucks really bad, but I think it trains you to be a better adult. I think it's like child labor. You know, if you work a lot, if you work in a prison camp or something as a child and you grow up, you'll be so stronger.
True. That's like yeah. You're definitely you will be a great artist.
It's like adversity, yeah.
You could be the Antichrist.
Yeah, well, Antichrist will be born on Halloween, not Christmas.
You could hate Christmas so much that you become, or like, because you hate Christmas because you don't get Christmas presents, right?
Right.
And then you hate it so much that you yourself go your whole life trying to become the exact opposite of Christ.
Yeah, you're like, because your parents are expecting you to act like Christ because of your birth date.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Or Santa. In either one, I think you're going to end up being kind of devilish.
The anti-Santa.
When was Santa born?
The anti-Santa. Exactly.
That's the Grinch, guys.
The anti-Santa, I guess. I bet Dr. Seuss had this same conversation.
Actually, it wouldn't be if you're born on Christmas. You wouldn't become the anti-Santa. I just looked it up.
Dr. Seuss was like, "Who is the anti-Santa?" Oh wait, it's the Grinch.
Yeah,
and then he started writing that.
And then he made up the Grinch.
Apparently, Santa Claus's birthday is March 15th, according to Google.
Whoa, that's my little brother's. That's the day before my little brother's birthday.
When is Santa's birthday? The answer might surprise you. Many may assume Santa Claus was born on December 25th, given his profession. And if not on Christmas Day, then pretty close to it. But it turns out Santa is more of a springtime baby than a winter wonder birth. This works out well because who really wants to work and travel on their special day?
Yeah, Santa is such a Pisces.
He is.
Is that a Pisces?
He actually,
what does Pisces do?
Yeah,
Pisces are sensitive as hell.
You think Santa's sensitive?
Yep.
Let's see. What are the Pisces traits?
What does a Pisces do?
Pisces traits, do we want male or female?
Male.
They'll do
Pisces.
whatever they can to make sure the people around them are happy. That sounds like Santa Claus to me.
Yeah, he's people around him in the entire world. He's got a very large radar.
They're also artistic and use their vivid imaginations to think up ideas many others wouldn't. Flying reindeer.
Let's go through this.
Elves.
Flying reindeer, all the presents.
Intuitive, unselfish, yeah, I mean, that fucking fits the bill. Wise, big old gray beard, knows just about everything there is to know.
Isn't he a wise man?
Imaginative. Yeah, he came up with every fucking thing about Christmas. I'd call that pretty imaginative. Compassionate. Even the kids that are bad, he gives them something. Straight coal. True. Romantic. Mrs. Claus. Adaptable. He can fit through even a small hole or a keyhole. We learned from the Santa Claus series. Open-minded. He even gives presents to kids who live in a gay lifestyle or a Muslim lifestyle.
Yep.
Wow.
Or a Judaistic lifestyle. So that's actually pretty open-minded, I would say. Artistic. He does skywriting with the reindeers.
Yeah. He says ho ho ho.
He should do that more. He should do skywriting with the reindeers.
Toys with the elves too.
Yeah,
that's artistic.
It is funny. It is funny. Like as a kid, when you're supposed to believe that like Santa makes every single toy that you get, but it's like you think.
But then you grow up, you realize
you think Santa really made you think Santa really thought up of like that Crayola machine. That Crayola crayon maker where you melt all the wax together. You think Santa came up with that, not the good old minds of the USA?
Imagine Santa just hammering the No Russian Mission into the Xbox 360 copy of Modern Warfare 2, which he does it all with a little wooden
Santa
mallet.
Made the toys?
Yes.
The elves make the toys.
He got them.
Santa
what I
oversees
thought
all
when I was a
the
kid.
toys at the workshop.
Do you think he buys them fucking wholesale?
Yeah.
The elves make the toys.
The branded ones, I don't think he's making branded stuff.
He makes them.
I think maybe a simple thing he'll make, but I don't
cheap.
think
He does cheap knockoffs. That's why all the brands hate him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they try to do like proprietary stuff that Santa can't do, like kind of they have a guided or a
what on earth? Tell me, pray tell, what on earth can't Santa do?
Exactly. Well, that's the problem they're running into. Is that
you ever gotten
nothing.
a toy on Christmas from a video game from Santendo? It's not very good.
That's right. It's like
not very good.
That's
Santendo's Turtle Crossing.
Yeah.
It's like Animal Crossing, but all the animals are turtles.
You can't
even do your missions fast.
A check on Christmas from Santander?
Yep.
That's right. You ever get a pair of Jordans on Christmas, right? You look at the Dunkman logo, no basketball, he's holding mistletoe.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. You're
his penis is out. His cock is out.
Fuck, man.
Santa stitched a cock into the
thing.
And
he stitched cock and balls here because Santa has a good sense of humor.
Ew.
Yeah.
Right? He's around he's as old as time.
Listen to this scenario
2,000 years old.
From this Santa Claus birthday article. This is the opening of the article I scrolled up and saw. As your family prepares for Santa Claus's arrival this Christmas, your children may want to plan an extra special menu for the man in red. After all, he works up an appetite traveling all around the world. Maybe they suggest making a plate of Christmas dinner leftovers to keep them from going to waste, a veggie-packed smoothie to give him energy for all his deliveries, or even a birthday cake to celebrate his special day. If they suggest the latter, however, you'll have to tell them that St. Nick wasn't born on Christmas, leading them to ask when Santa's birthday is.
Well, I mean, hey, who wants... You only eat birthday cake once a year? What kind of life is he living? Right? He's Santa Claus. He never
wait. Look up when Mrs. Claus's birthday is.
Let's make Santa Claus a birthday cake. And you have to be like...
I'm sorry, he's actually...
I really didn't want to talk about that.
Yeah, it's Christ's birthday.
You have to
Christ's
call your wife.
Birthday, not Santa's.
We have to have the talk with the kid.
They
with
want
Michael.
to give Santa a birthday cake.
Yeah, he thinks that Santa was born on Christmas and not March 15th. Why not just give him Christmas Eve? Let him be born on Christmas Eve. Why are we being such sticklers about this?
We should start celebrating Santa's birthday.
I agree.
I would love
2
to.
Christmases.
That's the day after. That's the day after Pi Day for any mathematically minded folks out there.
Oh my God! Maybe he's not celebrating it as to not overshadow Pi Day for all the.
That might be right.
So Mrs. Claus' birthday is Christmas.
Really?
That's what Google says.
Wow.
That's not fair.
Well, it's not fair to her. Her husband's fucking... How do you think they met?
Oh,
that
it's
makes more
probably...
sense. That makes a lot of sense. That's
maybe
how
she
they met.
says every year for Christmas, she says, give my gifts to someone else. I don't care.
Listen to this passage that's the info box when you Google Mrs. Claus' birthday. December 25th. Mrs. Claus's age is heavily debated, but her birthday is not. According to multiple sources, Mrs. Claus was born on December 25th, i.e. Christmas Day. Some may say this is a coincidence, but Mystic Investigations writes that her birthday meant she was destined to marry Santa Claus someday.
Did Santa Claus...
Well, she's Santa's present every year.
Did Santa Claus kidnap Mrs. Claus?
No.
Is she? What's the age gap here?
That's literally the next heading I was about to read.
What is the
headings
age
on this
gap
website
between
are when is
Santa and
Mrs. Claus'
Mrs.
birthday and what's the age difference between Santa Claus and Mrs.
All right,
Claus?
well, tell me.
Ready? There's two possible answers here.
I'd like to know both.
All right, the first one is 611 years.
That's too big of an. I'll say it. That's too big of an age gap.
The second one is 1,521.
That's even worse. I would argue. That's even worse. Because get this, when she was in high school, right? He could have been 628 years old. Isn't that disgusting?
That's not right.
That's true.
Come on.
That is just not right.
Well, she's in high school.
She wasn't even born yet at his 1,000th birthday.
Maybe. We don't know.
You know what? You know what the
one of the
craziest
two
thing
options.
is? Santa probably delivered her a present once.
I've never found myself.
He did a bunch.
Yep.
I've never found myself wanting there to be a 600-year age gap, just because the 1,000-year age gap is just almost too much to fathom.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And it is kind of upsetting that maybe 18 years in a row he was delivering her presents and being like,
Oh my
Here
god!
it is. Hey, here's lipstick. More lipstick for Christmas. Here you go.
Here's a Santa style bikini.
Here's a Santa Claus calendar. It's got all pictures of me on it.
I clicked on the source they cited.
Yeah, her 18th birthday, she gets Santa's phone number in her stocking.
Yeah, and a 6-week birth control.
Yeah,
That's disgusting. Santa wouldn't do that.
That's really not right.
But
yeah.
he actually did do that. I
He
mean, there's
did
no
do
other-
that.
But
Yeah.
it was okay if he did that a year before. That would be weird.
Maybe they met on an app.
I don't think there was
And she
apps
was
around.
maybe
Santa
maybe
Claus, Mrs.
maybe they
Claus
met
been
on an
around a
app,
while.
and then Mrs. Claus is like, "Oh my God, I was like, I knew."
Well, that's the thing.
I knew you, but like, that's insane.
Mrs. Claus has been around for quite a long time, so it's definitely possible that she was maybe like a slave or like a peasant or something.
Yeah.
and he rescued her. You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
is there anything about how they met?
Let's see. There's a lot of information available about the Claus family, but some of it is conflicting. I click here on the source they use for a lot of this information, which is called mysticinvestigations.com. And
I've heard of that.
You'd think it might be a paranormal
Trustworthy.
investigation thing, but it's actually it's Mystic Christmas blog, the bewitching blog of Christmas.
They're getting a little confused. They're crossing holiday wires there. Would
Mrs.
you guys consider
Holly Claus was born on Christmas Day by the sheer
name's
fate
Holly
of
Claus.
her future destiny as
way.
the demi-angel Santa Claus's wife.
really
her
she's
name-
a demi-angel?
Holly's
No,
father,
Santa's a demi-angel.
Holly's father, Daniel McBride.
Daniel McBride? Her dad is Daniel McBride?
Was an Irish immigrant and young architect who aided in the construction of the United States Capitol. Wow.
Oh, so Santa Claus wants to date my daughter. Okay.
She was born in 1792. Holly has no siblings because doctors told her mother that further pregnancies could pose a risk to her health.
In 1792, they told her that. Wow. They're ahead of the curve.
The age difference. Mrs. Claus is currently 229 years of age, but doesn't look a day over 60. She married Santa Claus at the age of 22 on Valentine's Day, February 14th, 1815, when he was 1,545 years old. The age difference isn't that shocking when you consider that they're soulmates.
Yeah,
Holly,
that's true.